Hello, you crazy kids. Today is Friday the 13th. That's right, Friday the 13th. Have you done your killing yet? Welcome to another episode of Dark Small Chat World. My name is Wilhelm Draven Sanders, and today is special. Maybe you're wondering, what the hell? Why is this guy talking all of a sudden in English? Most of the most of my transmissions have been in Spanish. From the very beginning, I did mention that I was eventually going to start doing some other transmission in English, but today is special. And I'll tell you why. Maybe most of you already know. Well, it seems that we don't have any viewers right now. But let's hope so that we can have a few right now. So before we get started, I'm just gonna remind you, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down here, right at the bottom left corner. Well, my left, right, no, my right, left, your side. And this is my Facebook here for the page Dark Small Chat World, and also Twitter at Dark Small Chat. I don't usually check Twitter. I need to. I don't know how to use it, but I'll give it a try. And okay, so for today, I have a very special guest, two very special guests. And if you checked out my blog or not, well, I'm going to tell you who they are. They're Baphomet and Lilith from a Instagram. They have their Instagram site called the Baphomet and Lilith Show. I'm gonna be giving you guys their information as well as the YouTube channel that they are just working on recently. So the first time I saw them, I was hooked. I was like, wow, this is something crazy. This is what is this? What's going on? So I stayed. I keep watching their transmission, and I gotta say that they're very original. That they on what they do. Personally, I'm a big fan of theirs. I love their job. Usually they go live on weekends, but we'll share they're going to share all that information with us. So without any further delay, I'm going to bring our guests right now. Welcome.
Hello.
Can you hear
there.
me?
Hello. Well, hello there. How are you?
How are you? Baphomet and Lilith, welcome. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, excellent. I'm glad to be here. I think Lilith feels the same.
I'm very happy to be here. I am Lilith, you couldn't guess.
And I'm Baphomet. And we are the Baphomet and Lilith Show.
And here is your personal page for your Instagram, for their Instagram, instagram.com, /the Baphomet and Lilith _show. And I also have your YouTube channel. Well, it's all this information. So, but the links are here. Yeah, guys. So the links will be here. Just copy and paste, and you'll get there. And
that's right. And there's not a whole lot of content on the old YouTube.
Yeah. We already have one comment here from one of our viewers, a friend of mine, El Monje Manuel. That's Friday the 13th. Salutes, bro.
Friday the 13th. Hail Satan, everybody.
Hail Satan.
Hail. We have Yuri Elias. Yeah, happy Friday the 13th. Also from El Monje Manuel. It's salutes to Baphomet.
Salute.
So guys. Yeah. As what we would say, provecho. Enjoy your smoke.
Yes. So we were looking up where you are, and it turns out you're a pretty dangerous place. Am I right?
Yes.
It's the murder capital of the world.
Is this true?
Is it true?
Well, the funny thing is, Baphomet, is that I can't really say if we're like on the. I did read though. I did heard about us being like in the top 5. I don't know what position we're currently.
Do you have Google? Do you have Google right there? I think you should Google this because
Yeah,
I heard that where you are is 7.7 times more dangerous than Detroit. And that's pretty incredible.
Wow, really? Wow.
Or are you like walking over dead bodies on the way to work?
Well, the thing is, it says here that Tijuana is Mexico's 6th largest city and its most dangerous.
Most dangerous.
Yeah.
And what does it say about the world? What's that next line?
About the world, there are 134 murders, and per 100,000 people, in Tijuana has been ranked the most violent city in the world. Oh my God!
In the world. It doesn't get more metal than that.
So you were right.
In the world, number one.
It's either the right or the wrong place to be on Friday the 13th. I'm not sure.
So you were right. You were right, Baphomet. I doubt that for a second there. I honestly I didn't. Yeah. We have here.
I didn't know if we were going to make it to the transmission. It sounded like there's going to be dead bodies everywhere from the Google thing. Well, I do.
I want to apologize up front, guys. That transmission seems like it's like cutting off for intermittently. Like, it's just a few seconds delay. As long as we can hear each other, that's good.
It's a two-way street, Wilhelm. Two-way street.
Yeah. We have a comment here.
We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Yeah, and
what's on your mind? What would you like to know about the Baphomet Lilith Show?
Yeah, of course. Before we get into the interview, it's not a job interview, of course. But before we get into that, for you viewers out there, you want to ask anything at all, please just post your questions, and we'll bring them on the screen. So Baphomet and Lilith can answer your questions. Okay.
You can ask me.
Okay.
You can ask me anything. Everything.
So the first thing, guys, is how do you guys meet each other? You're married, right?
True.
We are married. That's true. We're actually going to be celebrating our 10-year wedding anniversary in like 2 weeks.
That's right. 10 years.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, 10 years.
A mutual friend's house because Baphomet, aside from his job as a demon, is also a musician.
Yeah.
And so he was playing music at a friend's house,
and Lilith,
I showed up.
Lilith is also a demon, but she's also a roadie as well, and a groupie.
And we have like a demonic group.
Yeah, she's my groupie. 10 years. 13 years. Yeah, we were together for 3 years, and then we got married. Groupie, just doing the groupie thing. You guys hear us
awesome.
All right? Can I get a hell yeah? Woo!
Hell yeah! We already have a question here from Manuel El Monje. Any guilty pleasures, guys?
Oh, we have any guilty pleasures. I sometimes listen to classical music in the morning, and it just makes me feel like such a yuppie, you know. But something about it is really calming. And so, here's a good one. I got a better guilty pleasure. All right, so sometimes in the morning I listen to tarot card readings, okay, from this guy online. You know what? I'll give him a shout out. Gregory Scott. Go check him out, all right? Gregory Scott. Okay, he does tarot card readings. You asked me what my guilty pleasure is, all right? I'm not proud of it, but just listen. So I listen to these tarot card readings, and it's always kind of like this self-help, like, you can accomplish, and he's like this gay guy from the UK, so he's very like flamboyant, he's like, you can do anything, and you know, take the day, and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, it's real good, inspirational for Baphomet in the morning, all right? And, but the thing is, if I pull up to a stoplight, and there's somebody in the car next to me, I immediately turn it down, so they can't hear it, because I'm actually really embarrassed that I'm listening to this guy read cards to me. It makes me feel better. Shame. What about you? What's your guilty pleasure? That was a good one. That was a fucking good one.
That wasn't the angle that I was going in that question from.
Oh, you want to get sexy?
I thought that we were asking.
You want to talk about kink? You want to talk about fetishes?
I thought that's what we were asking.
I'm not guilty.
I'm not guilty.
I don't feel any guilt at all about those things.
We have a comment here that Lilith, can you just pump up your volume on your mic just a little bit?
Let's see.
Yes, I think
I think you can just turn that whole thing this way a little bit. Turn the whole amp.
Yeah, we can hear you very fine, Baphomet. Just Lilith, just a little more volume there, please.
All right.
Just turn it like that.
Yeah, turn up your now speak.
All right,
how's that sound?
Speaking. Can you hear me any better? Sometimes
yeah.
I'm not holding the microphone close enough.
Yeah, that's better, much better. We have another question. What's your secret for a healthy relationship?
That's a fucking fantastic question. And let me tell you the answer, all right? Because this is the Baphomet Lilith fucking show. I know you think you're watching an interview, but you're about to get life advice, all right? Baphomet Lilith gonna drop some knowledge on you. You can remember it for a lifetime, all right? So you're welcome in advance. Now, what I think is, basically this show is a product of what we call shadow work, okay? Are any of you familiar with shadow work?
With that terminology,
the term shadow work, or the term shadow. It's
another way to think of it kind of would be like your inner child type
or your
traumas.
Yeah, your traumatic shit that you don't want to think about so much that you just literally push it out of your mind, and as if it doesn't exist, it's just in this dark void right outside your awareness.
So you might act out in certain ways, but be unaware of why you're acting out in that kind of way.
Or you might end up taking some LSD and somehow like this little air bubble migrating and joining the bigger air bubble. That traumatic event comes back into your awareness and suddenly it's just a memory and it freaks you the fuck out. I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. We all know. Okay, so that's what trauma does. It creates blank areas. And sometimes those areas come back into your life anyway. Sometimes that happens when you're in the middle of a relationship, right? So,
lots of times.
Yeah, that's
especially when things are good in the middle of a relationship. Your traumas will try to pop up and fuck all of your shit up.
So,
right.
It's good to know
you're.
So we take a lot of, we pay a lot of special attention to that shadow work in particular. The things that you have to shine the flashlight on to know that they're there, kind of things.
And so this show is actually a product of our practice, and the practice is shadow work. And that's how we maintain a healthy relationship through this show weekly. And it's kind of amazing that everybody is actually tuning in, because we never really thought of it for other people, just for ourselves. And I think that might be what the people like about it.
Right.
That they can tell it's real. And, we'd like to be ourselves and use the show as a sort of filter to kind of express our shadow work. And the masks really help. I think there's something psychologically that happens when you're wearing a mask, and it's very beneficial.
Where all of your anxieties just kind of...
Because what are you really if you don't have a face and a name? That is identity.
That's right.
If you don't have a face and you don't have a name, your identity is up in the air. And so I think we're taking advantage of that psychological trick, and we're trying to create something for ourselves, kind of selfishly, I suppose, but we're letting the world view it.
And it makes us really happy
Right.
that other people do enjoy it. And we get a lot of love from all over the world, which has been an unexpected surprise, but it's been really fun.
Right. A lot of people say, oh, you should have an OnlyFans, or you should do some exclusive, sexual stuff or whatever. And, that's really not what it's about for us. If there's somebody out there jerking off to the show,
we don't mind.
That's okay, but I'm not going to put it out there for that reason.
We don't want you to pay.
Right.
You
can have that experience.
You can have that.
And I'm happy for you.
Yeah, do that.
But don't pay me for that experience.
No, that's just weird. And I think that, maybe in a year or so when we're broke as fuck, homeless.
Yeah, maybe if I...
You'll get that homeless special. Baphomet Lilith in the back alley. Fucking trash.
Our morals only go stretch so far.
We'll see, these are only guidelines. I don't know, maybe.
We make the rules.
We make the rules, and right now it's all fun and games. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get you, and that's a very, very, very good answer. And you're right about that. I mean, at some point, you could say that we all wear masks, even if we don't have a physical mask on.
Right.
And and well, it sucks that sometimes, even if if no mask or not, if people someone that doesn't knows you personally, they look at you, they judge you. Well, I mean, well, F them, and like I said, I don't judge a book by its cover. I mean,
right.
we're all like, yeah. I wanted to ask you, what part? I understand that you're from the East Coast, Lilith Baphomet. What part of the East Coast are you from? Where are you located at?
We're located right by Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, we live in Massachusetts.
Real close to Boston, real close to Salem.
About an hour from Salem, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's freaking awesome.
Lots of snow in the winter. You get snow that where you are.
Wow. It's just close where you live, right?
Yeah, it snows.
Do you get any snow?
Not at all. No. I mean, here.
Have you ever seen?
Here, you know what snow is?
Yeah, locally. Here locally, we don't get snow, but the closest is going to, it's called La Rumorosa. So it's like a 2-hour drive from here.
Like in the mountains, something?
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, so we do get snow there. But here in TJ, not at all, man. Not at all. And I personally
we get like pretty regularly, like more than 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, lots of snow.
Wow.
Ridiculous
Can we have another question? We have a question here from Yuri. Is it hard to upload your work into YouTube, or how come there are no videos there?
It's the thing is, we've only recorded things and uploaded them to Instagram right now, but because everyone has asked us about it, we finally made a YouTube. And I was thinking about putting all the old episodes up, but I kind of want to maybe just start doing new live ones. You know, with this camera.
Right.
And then just leave the Instagram stuff on Instagram.
So the YouTube channel is very new.
It's like super new.
And it was only created, like he said, at the request of fans asking if we had a YouTube. But now that we have this set up,
we can do it.
It might be worth it to do that. So we will.
Right. And I was the first one. I was the first one subscribed.
Yes. How
about
we subscriber?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. First subscriber, baby.
We're gonna share some pictures that you provided us with.
We're gonna give some context. Here's some pictures we gotta give context.
We're giving context.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just gonna browse through a few, and we're gonna come back, okay, with more questions and more comments. So
sure.
I'm gonna go through just a few pictures, so you can tell us where were they taken and what's all about. Okay, well, we have our presentation here, and the first one we have, it's this one right here.
Take a look. Let's take a look.
Can you see the picture? Okay.
I don't see it yet.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. Okay, let me try something real quick. Yeah, my bad. I forgot about something. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Oh, this one here is a good one. It's a good one of us.
This is a very recent photo, actually.
Yep, very recent. And we were in an abandoned building. The building was used to be a furniture factory.
It's really creepy. It has like 1970s children's wallpaper on the walls.
It's really old and creepy.
Wow.
And
I was beating Baphomet with that riding crop.
And you can tell from the fear in my eyes that I'm giving a virtual signal saying, help me. I need help.
Yeah.
And as you can see by Lilith's face,
Is this
doing the battle cry.
Yeah.
Something like that.
This is an awesome picture. And so is this a building near from where you're currently living right now?
Oh, yeah, it's probably 45 minutes from where we are. But we set up a time to go have a photo shoot there, and it was a great time. We got a lot of good photos in that building. Good one.
This is a good one, too.
This one was taken on our family vacation. In the bathroom, where my children didn't know I had taken the mask on our family vacation. And so I dressed up and then came out of the bathroom. And they were freaked out, yeah. But yeah, great pick. Love that one. Family vacation, beach cottage vibes.
Baphomet, now that you mentioned you have kids, I forgot to ask about that. I mean, you're married. You have family. How many kids do you have?
We're the real deal. That's why I'm saying we're not bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? We're telling you the truth, people.
We have children.
I'm trying to make sure you guys are getting the picture.
They've asked for their own horns and masks.
Right.
Yeah, I want to wear horns and join the show. And we got to tell them, you know, it's we try to keep it a little bit family friendly, but there's only so much we can do. You know what I mean?
They can't be in the show with us, but we did tell them we'd get them their own boards.
Yeah. But there might be spawn of Baphomet Lilith Show coming soon. Who knows?
And we are, this is a statement for later in the interview, but we are working on an album.
Oh, yeah.
That our kids will almost certainly appear in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. So it's just all the family there. That's great.
Yep.
That's great. We have Yuri here who she just subscribed to your channel.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. I think if you don't know, we also have an Instagram page where there's a lot of prior content. Thank you, Lilith. Content from past. So if you want to take a look at our work,
the link is there.
The link is there for our Instagram, and you should do so because we live stream every fucking microphone. God damn you. God damn you, microphone.
Every weekend, just about.
Just about every weekend. If we don't hit Sunday, we try for Monday. Sometimes we don't get it till Tuesday or Wednesday. Sometimes we don't get it at all.
Right.
All right? It doesn't mean something happens.
Sometimes we need to. Sometimes you need to improvise.
That's right. That's where our main talent lies. Okay, talent.
Yeah. What my next question here, guys? It's at what point after you were together that you known each other, that you got married, and what time did you decide to start doing your show? I mean, how did the idea came up about that?
Oh, okay. So the idea, let's think about this. Okay, so the idea came up because I play in a band, and I was doing a lot of live streams with the band. And then I remembered when I was a young child that I wanted to make I wanted to be a radio host really bad. I still love the radio. And I love the idea of a radio talk show. And so the original idea was to have a talk show on Instagram that had different segments, right? And one of the segments was going to be the Baphomet Lilith Show. And then there was going to be another segment that was, the band. And then a couple of other segments that I had planned. But then as soon as we started doing the Baphomet Lilith Show, everybody loved it so much that it really didn't make any sense to do a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, we loved it, and it just kind of came pretty naturally.
So I eventually changed the name. The name originally was the Sherbert and Allen Show. And that was going to have a bunch of different unique things on it. But because the Baphomet Lilith Show was so intriguing to us and so many others, we decided to just make the whole thing the Baphomet Lilith Show.
And that was really only less than a year ago.
Yeah,
it was right before Christmas 2020. And so this whole project, I guess we could call it, has come out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And just be
people get really weird.
Yeah.
When they have to stay home for months.
We're really weird, right? But he was doing less band gigs, and obviously there wasn't anything going on, and so this was kind of the natural niche that we fell into, and we love it.
Yeah, and a lot of I think a lot of it is also these this noise stuff. synthesizers and noise. A lot of those noise people are also satanic people. And so I thought it was interesting that there was a satanic noise crossover.
A large.
Right.
A large crossover. And so then we started saying, hey, well, you know, if these people like it, you know, maybe, you know, scare actors and people that wear masks and make masks, maybe they'll like it.
Yeah.
So we reached out to them and they liked it too. And then we said, hey, you know,
what about other people?
What about like the big horror movie fans? You know?
Right.
A lot of our fans are big horror movie fans. And, you know, so and then there's a big trans community that are on our show, and, you know, we love them and all that they do, but there's a big crossover with the satanic stuff and the trans people.
And the BDSM community just has all of these different people involved in it. So it all ties together.
And then you get your freaks, you know, you got your, the people who like taking pictures of your feet, and then you get the people who are artists and they're drawing their fan art and stuff like that. But they all kind of combine with this whole sort of dark, everybody has something in common. And we're just thrilled that we can be one of the things that they all have in common, you know. So, hail Satan to you guys, and
right.
Fucking, we love the support that you give us. It was.
Well, now that you mentioned that, Baphomet, about the equipment that you use, I was about to get into that question.
Yeah.
The sounds, the audio that you use are awesome. The reverb effects, I love that. Can you share with us? Can you share with us what pedals, sound effects, mixer board do you use?
A little bit. Just bring the whole thing to me, the camera. You put that, back where it was, and just pick the camera up. Boom. Yep. All right. So now, bear with me now.
Yeah, sure.
Well, this is kind of a weird view, but let me just take you for a little spin here. All right. So this guy here is my bread and butter. And as you can see, there's like a little submarine in there. And if I press play, some weird stuff starts happening in the submarine. And then I can do all sorts of different patterns. You know,
okay.
I do this submarine does some weird shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting synth. These are all battery-powered synths. This is I think it's called a monophonic thing where you just touch it and
okay. It's kind of like a keyboard thing, right?
Exactly. Now this is a marijuana cigarette. This beer's gonna get smoked in a little while.
And that's where the inspiration comes from.
Yep, exactly. Brought to you by cannabis. And so we got that, and then so this is plugged into this giant pedal board here. So we have bass compression, and then because this is my bass guitar rig for the band, but I use it for this too. So we got the bass compression, we got the 10-band EQ, we got the big muff. That's one of the things that get real wild. Little extra. And then here's my real bread and butter here. My digital delay. It's seen better days, but basically I fuck with these guys. Okay, just fuck with those, like that, or I can even fuck with like this. Bring it over here, change the timing.
Right.
And this is one called Hey, Hey. And so I usually put it around here-ish, something. And then hey, shut up. And then so we'll turn that down.
Yeah.
And then I have this guy here. This guy, when I'm talking, I can press the button, and when that red light goes on, it starts recording. So now I'm talking to you, and the red light's on, and it's recorded. So now I'm talking to you, and the red light's on, and it's recorded. And it's just gonna keep now I'm talking to you, and the red light's on, and it's recorded. Or I can put it
Nice.
in slow motion. And
Cool. Wow.
On, and it's recorded. So
That's
now
cool.
I'm talking to you, we in across my windows. So I can, I can put it in reverse. I can put it in slow motion.
Right.
It's kind of hard to explain while you can't see me, but that's pretty much the setup. Oh yeah, the TC Helicon. This is the vocal patch. And so this one here, right now we're on the octave down. If I go on the octave up,
This is how it sounds, so it kind of takes away from the satanic vibe, so we just bring it back
down to this. right there.
Okay. Nice. Okay. You know, that equipment, that equipment is amazing. And by, the pedals are awesome. I mean, as a musician myself, the reverb, the digital delay, the delay pedal, that's freaking amazing. That sounds killer. I've always loved that sound of the delay, digital delay. Yeah. We have a question here from Yuri, and she I was actually gonna ask you guys this. What's your favorite music? What instrument did you play in your band, Baphomet?
I play the bass guitar and I play the electric guitar and I sing. But it's not anything like you probably think. I don't play metal at all. I don't play any kind of metal. And not because I don't like it. I like metal. I just never played it. Never came out of me. However, a lot of music has come out of me. And matter of fact, I think I feel something coming right now. No, I joke. I think I'd love to share the music with some people. If you're interested, hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you a link. We got a really nice YouTube. Hey, fuck you, microphone. Damn you.
Don't worry.
You, God damn you.
I think that the mic wants to have your voice as it is.
It's trying to get me to get all naked with you. But I'm not into it, all right? I'm not that kind of girl. Fucking
I was going to ask you guys that similar to what Yuri asked. My question is, what music are you into? I know that from what I have seen in your transmissions, you have played tracks that sometimes people send you, right?
Yeah.
And some bands. Are you more into metal, death, black, or what genre? What's your favorite type of music?
All right. Well.
So what we really listen to
a
lot of, and also play. Like I sing, and he plays acoustic guitar. And what
can we go get a guitar?
We can. Is like folk music.
That would be great, guys. If you can share some music with us right now, that would be really amazing. Thank you.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, we're folk musicians.
Nice.
And, but we love metal, and there is some sort of crossover there. But it's, just like if you were to ask a metal artist to play some folk music, it's kind of just like for a folk artist, it's a bit difficult to jump right into. But you know what? I did play in a metal band not that long ago. I did bass in a metal band. And yeah. Oh, microphone issues. Can you hear that?
Yes, we can hear that.
Yeah, you can hear the guitar. Maybe I'll bring this a little closer. Okay. How's that? I'm just gonna turn my check. All right, here we go. Check. I saw a wild sea climbed up a tall mountain. I met an old man. He sat beneath a sapling tree. He said, "Now, if you got some questions, go and lay them at my feet. But my time here is brief, so you'll have to pick just 3." And I said, "What do you do with the pieces of a broken heart? And how can a man like me remain in the light? And if life is really as short as they say, then why are the nights so long?" And then the sun went down and he listened for me this song. You see, I once was a young fool like you, afraid to do the things that I knew I had to do, and so I played escapade just like you. Oh yes, I played escapade just like you. I sailed a wild sea, climbed up a tall mountain. I met an old man. He sat beneath the willow tree. He said, "Now, if you got some questions, go and lay them at my feet. But my time here is brief, so you have to pick just 3." And I said, "What do you do with the pieces of a broken heart? And how can a man like me remain in light? And if life is really as short as they say, then why are the nights so long?" And then the sun went down and he played for me this song. Yeah. Can I get a hell yeah?
Nice.
Thank you.
That was so much interesting notes there. Baphomet, is that a song that you guys wrote?
That's actually a cover song, but we do have many songs that we've written. That song there was written by M. Ward.
Excuse my ignorance. I thought that was a song by you, but you know, it's a great song though. I mean, I like the.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, we have many songs, but we figured we'd play a nice cover for tonight. If you'd like to hear originals, come on down to the show. We live stream on the weekend. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have a question here from Manuel. Is there something that you would love to get back into, like some kind of sport or art you guys are passionate about?
Oh, well, we do a lot of artwork.
We have lots
of things that we do.
We're both writing books.
We are. We're both in the process of writing books. We're gonna write an album of infernal love songs.
We want to make a puppet show. We're writing a puppet show. We have a lot of.
We got a lot of artsy fartsy. Not a whole lot of sports.
No.
I have been swimming lately. I've been stretching my legs in the water. Stretching my demon legs. In the water. It feels so right, you don't have to be scared to get in the water.
But it's about 100 degrees where we live.
It's real hot.
That might have something.
It makes it real easy to jump in the water, It's fucking, I'm like melting right now. I have so much sweat inside this mask that it's burning my eyes, Wilhelm.
I'm gonna go back and share some more.
Bubbly, sparkling water. We just wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor. Bubbly, sparkling water, bubbly lime flavored with other natural flavors. Give it a chance. Y'all were saying is give it a chance.
Oh, is that what you're drinking? Is it water?
That's what I'm drinking right now. It's not a White Claw.
I can see that Lilith is drinking some Coca-Cola.
Oh, she got a Coca-Cola. That's our other sponsor.
And I'm drinking, and I'm drinking some Indio beer. This is some beer that we have down here. That's pretty good beer here.
That looks like it'll give you a headache. Let me see it.
Indio, like Indian in Spanish. Indian.
Indio. Well, cheers to you. Let's do it. Cheers. All the way from America. Cheers to you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're close to America, though, right? You're still in America, right? You're not in the United States, though.
Technically, we're not in. Yeah, just right across the border from San Isidro, San Diego. Yeah.
I mean, how can you say that's kind of fucked up? You got the shit end of the stick. You're where the United States, but because that's not very united.
He's not in the United States. He's in Mexico.
Okay. Is it Mexico?
Yeah.
We're very confused. We're very confused Americans.
We are the ones who live in 2 feet of snow for half the year.
Yeah. Well, Google was unsure. It said Google said. Listen, it was saying it was San Francisco, Mexico. And I'm like, what? Maybe I'm mistaken.
I'm gonna go back and share the screen with the pictures that we're looking at. So can you see the pictures back again?
It's loading. Yeah, it's the same picture we were looking at before. Oh, okay. I can only see part of it. It's a little bit rectangular.
It's a little smaller than it was last time.
If you can change the viewing display of the picture. You're picking up what I'm putting down. I'll tell you what it was. Well, this one here is going for a walk on the woods, and there was just below my legs here, there's a rock wall. And the rock wall is a very beautiful New England picturesque wall. Staple of New England. We have these walls everywhere. And so yeah, that's basically what that is. I got dressed in the outfit, and I went there, and I think we were freaking some people out.
Yeah, we were trying to get shot.
Somebody saw us and they thought they were gonna fucking shoot a moose or something, but it was Baphomet. Someone come looking for me.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot. Okay, don't shoot.
This one here is awesome. I think that this is from the same abandoned building that you were talking about.
Yep, it is. It's almost in the same exact spot. Only the other one was taken from a different angle. And
Right.
This is our serious pose before I was bent over and beaten. And yeah, so that's a great pick. Love the picture. I love when you can see both horns. Very strong image. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that looks cool. That I love this picture. This one's great. Black and white. I personally love more black and white, shot pictures than color. Yeah, they have like a totally different, vibe, a different meaning. It's like a different the black and white's awesome.
That shit hits different. Now this is one and I'm glad you brought up the black and white thing, because we wanted to branch out a little bit, and we were on vacation, and this weird doll right there.
This doll belonged to the grandmother of the guy we rent the house from on family vacation.
And so that doll had been there for like 100 years or some
shit. Like a treasured family heirloom.
And it's a super creepy doll. And
wow.
It's just sitting there in a chair when we get there, right?
With like cracked paint on its face, like the paint of the original doll was all cracked and breaking off.
And then there's a picture on the wall of them fucking with the doll, and they're on like the goddamn Titanic. And it's like, wow, this doll's been everywhere. And so anyway, we decided to take a picture with the doll, and we got it. I think this came out good. And it's got some red, it's got some green, It's got everything. Red and green. I mean, what else can you ask for? Red, green. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear you. That's right. And moving on to one of my other questions here, guys, is we talked about, and speaking about music, I mean, personally, as a musician, myself, music has, it has a total impact on me. And I think that I speak for most people here that when we talk about music, it saves us, it's therapy. Could be therapy, could be, I don't know. When I rehearse, when I go to my, sessions, I do a rehearse from time to time. It's therapy for me. I what everything or bad shit I have inside, I let it out. Well, you mentioned that your personal taste in music, and we talked about Megadeth.
Baphomet. Yes, we did talk about Megadeth.
And I want to thank you personally, because you mentioned that you saw my streaming, my Megadeth collection, and we talked about P-Cells.
Yes.
How did that album impacted on you?
Oh, well, I've told the story once before on the show, but I'll tell it again because I think it's important. But I just have a memory from when I was a younger man, probably 9 years old, and there was this giant trash heap outside my neighbor's house, right? Big pile of trash. And probably because they were getting evicted and they needed to go, and the landlord threw all this shit out. Who knows? Anyway, big pile of trash with all sorts of shit in it. And I'm like a 9-year-old curious, so I go over there and I pick through the stuff, and I end up leaving with a psychology book, a big thick psychology book, and some CDs and a couple cassettes. And so I bring it back to my apartment, where my mother's apartment where I lived, and I go to my room and I begin to listen to the music. And the music was I had a cassette of the very best of Bread, which is absolute garbage. I can't even tell you what they sing. I think you probably know it if you heard it, but it's not good. It's something your grandma would listen to, it's cold. And then another one was like Warrant, or like fucking Dog Eat Dog or some shit, something like that. Journey, some 80s pop stuff. Didn't care for that. But then there was 2 CDs that really hit me where it counts, and it was Peace Sells, but Who's Buying by Megadeth. And then also it was a Yes CD, and it was something like Zootopia. I can't remember the name of it. Some weird name with some crazy album art. Something like Utopia.
Yeah. Oh, that one of the last albums. Actually, I think it's the last, Dystopia.
Yes.
Right.
And so, fucking, I listened to those, and as I was listening to them, I was cutting out pictures from the psychology book with scissors, and I was taking the pictures and I was pasting them and making collages, right? And I didn't realize it's all sort of subconscious stuff. And the reason I'm telling you guys this story is because I went on to become a collage artist and submitted those pieces of art to an art school and got into the art school. And I went on to become a musician and become greatly influenced by the bands that I had heard that get ingrained into your head kind of before you even know what you're listening to.
Right.
So I was always sort of gifted with that, even in the wake of living in a shitty apartment, where the only exciting thing is to go pick through the trash pile. Something beautiful came, and I was gifted the Megadeth album, and I was gifted the psychology book, and from there I was allowed to express myself, and even if it was a little bit diminished from if I was like maybe a privileged kid, maybe I wouldn't have gone that way because that trash pile wouldn't have seemed to have so much value, but I'm grateful that it did. And I thought that was an interesting story about that album and how it affected me in my art career in school and such.
Nice. Great. Thank you for sharing that with us, Baphomet. Speaking of Megadeth, that was actually the first album I heard. Well, okay, I'm lying there. The first one was Rust in Peace, but then I went with Peace Sells. That's when I saw the video that they did in VHS. That was Rusted Pieces.
Yeah.
So the first actual video, if I do recall, that's Peace Sells, and I was like blown away, man. I was blown away. I was like 12 or 13 at that time. I mean, and since then, big Megadeth fan. And actually, the credit goes to my older brother. He's the one that got me into grunge and thrash, rock, everything. And after that, with friends and people I hang out with, that's when I got into metal. So as me personally, I mean, I listen to almost every type of music. It depends obviously on my mood, and how someday we can wake up,
You ever listen to like the Doors? I think they were from San Francisco. Did you freeze up? Did you freeze up, or do you hate the Doors? Okay, you're back.
You're back.
There we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it froze. We lost transmission there for.
All right. It's the ghost of Jim
We're
Morrison.
back.
Yeah, we're good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, excellent.
It's like
Lagging a bit.
We're gonna work through it.
we have Morrison,
Kieran,
am I saying this right? Kieran Morrison, is that a Michael Myers? Yeah,
No.
yeah, that is the H2O.
It's Baphomet. No, I'm just kidding. That's a great mask. Now that I'm looking at it, that is a nice mask. So happy Friday the 13th, by the way, everybody. Friday the 13th, here it is. What do you gonna watch anything tonight? You gonna watch a special movie or you do anything special?
You know, actually, now that you mentioned that, now that you bring that up, yeah, I think I am. I'm not really sure what exactly. I mean, yeah, we do like watch movies, you know, usually on the weekends, but I'm not sure. Maybe this will be special because of the day. I mean, hell, it needs to be. It needs to be special.
And hey, if you want something else to watch, you can come on down to Baphomet Lilith Instagram, and we got all sorts of content for you. Come on down now. You know you like it. We got all that stuff. We got red. We got green. We got red and green.
I have an audio. I have an audio here, and I don't know if you can hear this. Let me just share with these real quick.
Okay.
You're dancing with the devil. Hell, my
Dance with the devil.
Oh yeah.
That was it.
Fuck yeah.
That was a short clip there, but yeah. We have a question here from Kieran. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right here. Kieran Morrison. Baphomet, where did you get your mask from?
I got my mask from Etsy. I got my mask from Etsy.
Midnight Zodiac on Etsy.
Go to Midnight Zodiac.
She makes amazing masks. There's like 3 pages of masks.
Etsy. You ever heard of Etsy?
They're expensive, but they're worth it. Midnight
It
Zodiac.
rings a bell, but I'm not certain. But I will definitely.
It's like a homemade. You can only sell shit you make.
Etsy.com.
Etsy.com. ETSY.
Okay.
When it's all like handmade.
It's all handmade, genuine leather. This lighting is a little weird. I kind of look really shiny. And you can't really see the mask so well. I don't know, is that just me? You guys Baphomet. You can see that all right?
It's a little weird, I guess.
It's a little shiny.
I think it's because the camera.
But it looks. It brings up the shape real good. I mean, personally, I like how it looks.
It looks like
you know,
a sexy fucking horse ass, like those black horses.
That's right.
Those muscular asses. Right.
Now, guys.
Are you with me?
Hell yeah.
You want.
I'm not gonna get into much into religion, guys, because that's one of the things that I decided from the very beginning when I started doing my channels, and no politics, no religions, but I wanted to ask you, at what time, like in how do I ask this? At what point in your lives, or how are you guys like tempted by the dark side of the Force?
The dark side. When were you tempted by this dark lord? Well, it's real simple and real not very dark even. It's just that we feel like the symbol.
You feel like self-expression and knowledge and
We basically hijack the symbol.
all of those
That
things.
symbol is our symbol now. And Baphomet and Lilith we're our own gods. And
Exactly.
we don't encourage anybody else to do anything. We're just being ourselves. And you should too. If we're guilty of encouraging anyone to do anything, it's to be themselves. And it's like I said, it's really about our relationship more than anything else.
That's right.
That's what the show is all about, and that's what we hope you're getting from it. But you know, we get the crazy people on the show. It's like, come on, help me summon a demon and all this. And it's like, I'm just a guy, you know. I'm just a guy. I'm actually just a guy.
I actually, now that you mentioned that, Baphomet, I was on one of your shows looking at it. That some guy asked, "How do you summon a demon?"
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of that, and we're not into that crazy. That's crazy. Okay, we don't do crazy. I know that might sound crazy to you, but we don't do crazy. All right, and we're actually, and I think this is what is important about our message, is that just use critical thinking and logic, and be smart, be safe. You know, I don't think that's bad advice.
Be consensual.
Yeah, make sure everything's consensual. Don't hurt children or animals. Don't hurt anybody who doesn't want to be hurt. I think that's pretty much the message that we're trying to portray. But you don't have to subscribe to any particular anything.
That's
right.
also the message we're trying to portray.
And basically we're at the same channel. Now that you mentioned that, I mean, whenever someone out there hurts the defenseless animal, I fucking lose it. I lose it. I hate that. I rather see someone get hit by a fucking truck than a defenseless animal. I'd rather see some guy, some idiot that crosses, running.
Somebody doing some stupid protest or something out there, but I hear you. Somebody out there for dumb reasons out in the middle of the street. I'd rather see them get hit than an innocent animal too,
Right.
But I'd rather, in the ultimate grand scheme, I'd rather not see anybody get hit or die. I really would like to see everybody live, and I want to see everybody have a good fucking time. You know what I mean? And flip everything up on its head, turn things around, make things not as they seem, right? You can't
that's
do
how
that
it should be. Yeah, that's how it should be. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
One other question, Baphomet. I know that you read fables from time to time. Do you want to share anything with us right now? Do you want to read something real quick?
We have a fable ready.
We have a fable.
Can you pass me a seltzer?
Yes.
I'm feeling seltzy. So we got a fable coming right up here. These are one of the genuine Aesop's fable.
Cool. Okay.
The original print of this book was in 1704, and so all of the S's are replaced with F's, and it's very difficult to read. So
they didn't quite understand the language of that.
The print, they didn't have the S down in their printers. It was.
Yeah, just fucking
It's all right.
Give them an F, they'll get it.
So if ever I'm reading and I'm like, the word doesn't sound like it's a word, that's why. Okay. This one's called The Cock, the Cat, and the Young Mouse. A mouse of no experience was almost nabbed for want of sense. Hear how the silly young one told her strange adventure to the old. I crossed the limits of our state and ran as swift as any rat, when suddenly I spied two creatures of very different form and features. The one looked smiling, mild, and civil. The other was a very devil. He looked so fierce, made such a rout, then tore the ground, then turned about. He never stood still upon his head. He wore a piece of felsh instead. A bunch of tails with green and black stood staring higher than his back, and thus describes the simple mouse, a cock he had seen behind the house. As had it been some beast of prey brought over from America. With insolence, says he strives, and beats with his broad arms his sides.
Sign language.
then lifts his shrill and frightful voice and made so terrible a noise, that though I can assure you, mother, I've as much courage as another, I trembled, and as I am here, was forced to fly away for fear. I cursed the bully in my thought, for 'twas the strutting ruffian's fault, or else that other beast and I had been acquainted presently. He sat so quiet with such grace, so much good nature in his face. He stirred back like we on his, he purely fixed with gray and black. He has a long tail, shining eye, yet is all over modesty. I believe he is a near relation to our allies, the Raptus nation. His ears and whiskers are the same with ours. I would have asked his name. When with his harps and horror found, the other made me quit my ground. Replies the mother, well, escaped son, you would have been near undone. That formal piece of modesty, the mirror of hypocrisy, was a damned cat of wicked fame. My heart aches at the very name. The everlasting foe to mouse, death and destruction to our house. We, that other animal, never did us hurt, nor never will, but may, when he is dead and gone, serve us one day to dine upon. Then, neither on whatever you do, take special care of him whom you for such a humble creature took, and judge not people by their look. Alright. It doesn't give me a moral of that one?
We don't know.
Huh.
We don't know what
That
it
one
means.
doesn't have a moral, which is
And the
interesting.
moral is, I don't know.
That's the moral.
I mean, I think
You
the
don't
moral
know.
was the last line, which was,
You know, I always
and judge not people
thank
by
you
their
for
look.
thank you for sharing that with us, Lilith.
Absolutely.
And you know, I suck at that. Like what was the moral? Can you tell me what was the moral? I'm like,
I think
I don't know.
saying not to judge something by what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because they
Like
thought
I was,
that
yeah.
the
Like
cat
what I was
was
saying, like what I was saying just a few minutes ago. You know that some people always judge us without
Exactly.
really knowing us, right? Like
We
if
came
I'm on the
full
street.
circle.
I'm in the street, right? So I'm always dressed in black. I have my skull ring. I have my things. I have,
Yeah, you
and then
seem way more badass than we are. You seem like way more badass.
and people think, oh, that's a satanic guy, you know, walking over there. Or I've been asked that so many times. Are you satanic? And I mean, I just get a laugh about that. I mean,
Right.
and sometimes I will just say, yeah, I am. And they will like, whoa,
Yeah, no,
whoa.
it's the same thing. That's what we tell people. Just go, oh, you're worshiping Satan. It's like, no, I'm worshiping Satan. I'm doing a live stream.
Cheers.
Is this what Satan worshipers do? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's what they do, and I don't think that's what we're doing.
I want to share a story with you guys real quick. The first time I had my first tattoo, and I only have one tattoo, just one. So I'm going to bring myself up closer here to the stream.
Oh, it's gonna get hot. All right, let's see that skin. Show me that ass. Oh, is that a... Oh, okay.
Ooh, it's a Baphomet.
It's a Baphomet.
It is a Baphomet.
Wow.
It is a Baphomet.
I'm stunned. That is stunning.
I'm speechless.
How could you? That's so amazing.
Thank you.
Wow, this was really
And you know, that's my only tattoo I have, guys. And you know, the story about this tattoo is that I used to work in a record shop, and they also did piercings and tattoos. So
Yeah.
a friend of mine, which was one of the tattoo artists at that time, he was always like asking me, okay, so what are you gonna get? What tattoo do you want? Tell me. And I was like, I don't know, man. Give me some time. I don't know. And then he was always telling me, I'll do it, man. I'll do the tattoo for you. And okay, let's do it. So I was just, looking at some magazines. I want that. I want the Baphomet, and it was free. He did not charge me anything.
Wow. Well, it looks great.
Yeah, thank you. It's been several years, man. I need a touch up. It needs more ink there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm gonna
show off some of your ink.
Yeah, sure.
Get on up there. She got some tattoos.
Yeah, I was looking at that. That's awesome color there.
No, actually, look. Come sit back down. I'll take the camera.
Yeah, just a little.
Now you're looking right back at me. How does it feel? It's a little bit uncomfortable, isn't it? We're really close now.
Yeah.
If you do, however, want to talk about religion, you can come visit us on our Instagram page. We'll send you the link in a minute here, but so if you get a look here, and you get
Nice.
some good old side boob there.
That's
yeah. So
that's
music notes.
yeah. That's a nice tattoo there.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
I got some tattoos too, but I'm fucking. If I take this off, I'm gonna die.
Oh wow. That's a fairy, right? It's a fairy with a moon.
No, it's Patrick Swayze. No, yeah, it's a fairy. Patrick Swayze on the moon.
Nice.
Yeah. Good stuff. And then, shit, what else you got?
Have you ever seen the movie The Labyrinth?
Yeah.
You ever seen The Labyrinth? Look
Yes.
at the worm. Don't go that way.
Don't go down that way.
That way will bring you right to the castle. Do you remember the worm? Hello.
Right.
Hello. Oh, I'm so sweaty right now. Oh, I'm so sweaty right now. Oh yeah.
That makes both of us, man. And I'm not wearing a mask. I'm boiling hot here. Wow. Okay.
We actually got this in Salem.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's very cool.
We got it in Salem, so it's a special Baphomet statue for us.
Right.
Why don't we show that too while we're at it? There's a good piece of artwork from a friend of ours.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to get into that about the artwork that you have displayed, that you have hanging there on your studio. Yes. There's very interesting pieces there. I mean, it's very cool art there.
Oh yeah, these are. Who's the artist who does these?
The artist who made these. This is a series of paintings. They're called the Dear Daddy series, and the artist's name is Ludwig van Bacon.
Ludwig van Bacon.
Or LVB Art is also what he goes by.
LVB Art.
And he has a few Dear Daddy series, but these are the ones that are based on like aftercare rituals.
Right. Okay. Nice. Wow. Are those acrylic? Or is that like a oil?
Digital.
Yeah, it's digital.
Oh, okay. Oh, those look.
And then we got some Casablancas too. You want to go get the Casablancas? We got some Casablanca. Let's take a look here. Don't mind us, Casablanca. We leave it in a pile.
These were on the wall, but
they fell off the wall. There's a friend of ours who makes these interesting little pieces.
That is very interesting there.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't brought this up earlier, but I also paint. I am a painter.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I would definitely like to, one day paint something for you guys and ship it over to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the studio for sure.
Thank you. Yeah. That would be great.
The artwork fresh. Yep, good. Right about there. Keep the artwork fresh and
yeah. Okay, moving on with the question. Just have a few more questions, guys. We're almost done here with the questions. This is to each other. Okay, so the question goes to each other. You're gonna give me the answer, of course. Okay, favorite band, favorite musical band for
what's his favorite musical band?
Yeah, Baphomet, what's your favorite band? Lilith, what's your favorite band?
Oh, okay. My favorite band is I'm gonna have to say, oh man, this is so hard.
It is.
My favorite band.
Or what one of the favorite bands you have?
One of my favorite bands is, I'm gonna have to say Pearl Jam.
Nice.
Pearl Jam is one of my favorite bands.
Nice.
Solid, no shame. Solid, Pearl Jam. They've been rocking for fucking years. If you don't think Pearl Jam rocks, you're wrong.
And they're still doing it. They're still doing it.
I'm gonna do two bands because one of them is not a band anymore.
Oh, she's gonna fucking one-up me. Okay.
One of them is called Elephant Revival, but unfortunately they split up and they're no longer a band.
Unfortunately, there was no reviving the elephant.
And the other band, which I guess would be considered my favorite band because they're actually a band, is called the Bar Brothers.
The Bar Brothers, how could I forget my favorite band?
They're my favorite band.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
The Bar Brothers. That's
Next
also...
question. Next question. Okay. Favorite color?
Oh, I know this one. Green.
Purple.
Oh, you fucking stuttered. Those were our wedding colors.
They were green and purple. Well, because I wouldn't say green and purple, but that's
sage and lavender.
Sage and lilac.
And lilac.
That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Favorite movie?
Oh, my favorite movie is Pirate Radio.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, but you can't say it now. Oh, but you can't say it now.
Why? That was never part of the rules.
That's part of the rules. You can't say it now. Too late. What's your second favorite movie?
The Labyrinth.
Ah.
Nice.
Crickets.
No shame.
No, hey, David Bowie.
Good answers. Two more questions.
Okay.
This one's pretty interesting. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Wait,
what would it be?
No, sorry, start the question over.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Well, I'd pretend I was invisible, and I'd creep up in Lilith's room while she's changing, and I'd flick her boob like that, and I'd hide in the corner. But I wouldn't really have to hide because I was invisible, so that I could just fucking kitty twist and, suck on them.
Okay.
You're getting uncomfortable over there. All that sort of good stuff. But
that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do. How about you?
If I could have any superpower,
I'm gonna go with it's not gonna be invisible stuff I did. I somehow feel like that's not your answer.
It's not.
You're gonna fly away from me.
I want to fly.
I want to get out of here. Let me free. Let me be free.
Yeah, I'll share with you guys what my power would be if I wanted to have one. I would love to be like the guy who, the Nightcrawler, who you teletransport wherever he wanted to.
Yep.
You know, like I want to go to fucking Egypt. I want to see the pyramids. Boom.
Yep.
Or I want to go to Europe. Let's go. You know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Love
that would be awesome.
That would be a good one. Damn. Now you got me rethinking mine.
Yours suck.
Yeah.
Okay, this next question is very interesting. Have you guys experienced any paranormal activity?
Yeah. Yep. And but I'm gonna break them down into subcategories. Okay. Because there's some drug-induced paranormal activity. And then there's some non-drug-induced paranormal activity. Which one do you want to hear about?
Anything you want to share with us, that's okay.
Right. I'll share with you a nice, clean story. Hey, drop the mic. Okay. I saw a UFO outside my house here, where I live now, and it freaked me out so much that I jumped back and hid behind a chair. And it was like these dots, right? It was like this one dot, and then like two dots came. Let me see if I can.
So it's
like one dot,
and then
fucking microphone.
Mike.
And then, so one dot, and then two more dots appeared above it and below it. And then two more dots appeared on each side, so it was like the shape of a diamond with a dot in the middle. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Because the lights were like dim, we were going from super dim to like wicked bright, right? And wicked fucking bright, all right? And these fucking lights. And then all of a sudden there's more. They start coming out and there are more shapes. And this thing is much bigger than I thought. I thought it was just the shape of a kite. But it was like way bigger. And it freaked me the fuck out. And so that's one unidentified thing. Paranormal. I used to live in a house that we believed to be haunted. And we'd hear footsteps and all sorts of weird shit happen.
Really?
Like, somehow the hinges got taken off of a door from the inside of a door that was locked. So there's no way for them to. The door was still locked, but the hinges had been taken off from the inside.
Wow.
And so I don't know how the fuck that could have happened. And then there's a couple of small things, like things get thrown across the room. And one time I woke up with a big gash in my eye, like above my eye. And my brother woke me up and had no idea. You know, we kind of thought that maybe it was paranormal. We don't know.
Right.
One time together, after experiencing a series of really strange happenings, were driving on the highway and saw a severed hand.
Yeah, we saw a hand.
On the side of the highway.
Just a bloody hand, but no
like
arm.
Literally, like bone, hand, blood.
Nasty hand.
Really?
We fucking kept driving. We kept driving.
Our day that day.
I had a hell of a day.
Dude,
I had a hell of a day.
But what I mean, the hand was like, what was it? I mean, how?
It was
I mean,
of the road.
it was on the middle of the off ramp of the highway.
But it was just, you know, lying there. It was was it like in a certain position or how?
It was just kind of lying there like this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
There was just blood coming out the back, and you could see blood.
And we both looked at each other, and then we just kept driving. We
We
were
said,
like,
"Is that a severed hand?" He's
Someone
like, "I think it was. That's somebody else's problem."
Wow.
Okay.
Manuel says here that's like a David Lynch movie, Blue Velvet.
Yeah, seriously, weird shit. We had a hell of a day.
We made a police officer cry earlier that day.
Yeah, we were on our way back from a vacation when we were young younger people. And
Right.
we popped a tire, and some weird guy came up, and Lilith was in a bathing suit, and this guy pulls up and says, I seen you all over the internet, and you're naked, and da-da-da. Well, this was before you actually were naked on the internet. This story is a little bit different now, contextually. But this was well before Lilith was ever naked on the internet. She's not even naked.
No.
Grandma, settle down. She's not even naked.
This old man in a mechanic uniform told me that he had seen me naked all over the internet.
Which was not true.
And he told Baphomet that he traveled around the United States and helped people broken down on the side of the highway, and that's how he makes a living. And when Baphomet walked over to his car to get some like carjack equipment, he had just like bills, like
lots of money
laying all over the seats of his car, like on the floor, on the seats, all over the place. And he was just this really like creepy, dirty, greasy looking old man.
Anyway, so we call the cops and
We
say,
got freaked out.
hey, there's a creepy guy, and he kind of seems like a serial killer, and he's behind us. And as he pulled up to help us, he popped his own tire.
So he tried to pull up and block me in.
He tried.
Yeah. He also said, oh, I saw you broken down from across the highway and I thought you were alone, so I decided to stop and help. He didn't realize Baphomet was even in the car with me, so he thought that I was just alone broken down.
So he was going to come and trap her or something.
He tried to pull in like right up along the passenger side of our car.
To block that door.
To block us in, and then popped his own tire on like a spike on the side of the road.
And so now the guy is sitting there changing his own tire.
While we're calling the police.
And anyway, it was a long story of a bunch of weird shit happening that day.
But the guy was a wanted sex offender who had like left the state of Florida and they were looking for him. And,
wow, really?
And they found him. They ended up finding him at a rest stop like a mile down the road from where, once he caught on that we were sketched out, he ripped across 4 lanes of traffic, which this highway, you can't imagine it, but it's crazy to do that. He went across 4 lanes of traffic, down through the middle, like
down through like the
and started
grass
going the opposite way.
Nuts.
How
Absolutely crazy.
when was that?
After all of that.
And then we were finally getting the hell out of there after a crazy day. And we see a severed hand. And we just say, fuck it, hell out of here. No,
not today, Jesus.
Out of there. You know
like, what could happen next? What could happen next?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, man. How long was that? When did that happen? How long was that ago?
That was probably 5 years ago.
That was way more.
Way more.
I was so young that I wasn't supposed to be driving
so
with anybody
young.
in the car.
She was so
I had just gotten my license.
So young. So young.
I had just gotten my license and I wasn't supposed to be driving with him in the car with me. So I was 16 when
So
that
young.
happened.
Oh, so young.
So that was like 13 years ago. That was the very beginning of our relationship that happened.
Wow, okay.
It was terrifying.
I'm melting.
Melting. Okay, guys. No, don't worry. I'm not gonna keep you much more, too much time here. I mean, that's no problem with me. I mean, just a few more questions. I'm gonna finish looking at the pictures that I'm gonna share again. The pictures. We just have like we have like 2 more pictures to show, 2 or 3 more pictures. Just give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah, pull them on up. I don't know if I did. Oh yeah, that's the one with the red and the green. Come on down to the Instagram, and we're gonna fucking hell stay together. And they're on.
That's a
grandma. It's not that scary.
That's a cool shot. That's a cool shot there. I like how the background, the green color pops up. It's a good contrast with the black.
This is actually a snapshot from a video, and I really liked it because she was looking up, and I don't know if you can tell, but Baphomet wears glasses.
Yeah.
You catch the glare of the glass behind the eye, and I really like that.
Yeah, that's a great shot there. That's a cool picture.
Yeah, I
We
love
have
that one.
we have this one.
This is a good one. This one here was taken at the vacation house as well,
Mhm.
and this bed just looks like a bed that someone would get exorcism in.
The whole house
Yeah.
hasn't been redone since like the 80s, so
Like the 1880s.
it gives off of that.
It's really old. It's like a sailor person's house or something. It's like fucking super vintage pirate.
Yeah. Right.
vibe. And so everything in there is really, these bed frames are probably fucking made there. Who knows? Everything there is so old.
Remote pirate island.
This is a pretty cool picture because I love how I like how the red combines with your mask, Lilith. Black combines with everything. I was just saying that about the previous picture, the green background, how the green background pops up. That's pretty cool with the black.
It's the red and it's the green, baby.
Right.
You can't go wrong. Red free. And this one. This is one of our faves. This one was taken on our family vacation out in the woods.
We really weirded someone out going to get this one.
Yeah, someone said, "Oh, it looks like you have black robes." And I said, "I do." And she said, "Well, what are you planning on doing with those?" And I said, "We're going to take pictures."
And she said, "Well, that's crazy as
Well,
hell."
yeah, isn't that some crazy ass shit? She said
that was her response.
Out of her age bracket to be saying, like, isn't that some whack ass bullshit? I was like, whoa. This is like an old lady. I didn't expect that language from her. This looks really good. It has the lichen on the rocks.
Right.
This was on the beach. Lots of
Family vacation.
also on our family vacation. She was leaning on a log and looking upward, basking in the sunlight. It was a beautiful shot. We love it. And we love it. Oh, yeah.
This is from the same. That's from the same place, I assume, right?
Yes, same place, but we thought the black and white was really nice for the seaweed. It really created a super cool effect. And,
Right.
Climbed right all up in that.
Yeah, she got right in the seaweed with all the crabs. She got crabs for this shot.
This one's amazing, man. I love this one.
Oh, yeah. We never really had one too colorful before this one. And we thought, you know what? Flamingos at the gates of hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We really tried to start doing more together and getting more pictures of Baphomet when we were on the vacation. And we've stuck with that theme since then. But prior to these series of photos, there hadn't been any of him.
It was just me on the live streams. And then I was all alone for a week at a time. There's just no pictures of me, but now we got some. And those are fun, and that's what we're all about. We're all about having a fun, good time. And we encourage you to do the same thing, because isn't that what we all kind of want, have a good time?
Yeah. And thank you very much. Thank you for sharing all those pictures with us. That's a great shots, beautiful pictures. Okay, just a couple more questions. This one's very interesting. Okay, let's assume for a second here. What would you do? What would you guys do? Or say if the devil, Satan himself, showed up at your front door.
And what did he say? He said, "What are you stealing my shit, bitch?" Well, I'd have to say,
What does he want to talk about?
well, I don't want no problem.
You would say,
We don't
welcome,
Yes,
welcome.
I'd say, welcome. Come on in.
I drink tea with Satan.
I'd drink tea with Satan. I think I'd let him in. I'd say, "Look, you gotta give me the scoop. I need to know. Tell me everything."
Get like Johnny Depp about it and just really get into the role.
I'm gonna go full on method acting. And I'm just gonna live with Satan. And then I'm gonna report back to the rest of the world my understanding. Okay, maybe that's what's happening. Maybe that's what's going on right now. I'm trying to tell you what Satan told me. I don't know. Satan didn't tell me anything. If he came down, if he came down, if he crawled up, oh, so sweaty right now.
It reminds me of
Up here right now, I'd say, "Give me a fucking towel, you sexy Satan."
This question that question reminded me of a meme that I saw on the internet that says, when the devil shows up, or when the devil's going to take my soul, and we ended up having lots of things in common, and we're just chatting, having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw that meme. He's like sitting on the side of the bed.
Yeah.
He's like, when the fucking the Satan comes to take you, but you end up having a bunch of things in common.
Yeah.
But you're like hanging out,
right?
Exchanging stories. Yeah, good stuff.
I want to share with you guys one thing that I did was just really crazy. I wanted to ask the same thing to you. I know that you did mention, Baphomet, that one time you went to a church and you had a sign.
Yes.
And then you got arrested. Were you arrested, or were you?
We were very close.
Close.
They wanted him to be arrested really badly. The church people really thought he was going to get arrested.
But you can't keep the good devil down.
The police were actually much more about it.
Okay.
Than they would be.
Is that like the one of the craziest things you've ever done? I mean, like,
it was definitely one of the most, exhilarating.
Yeah.
Because all the Christians came out of the church and their arms were crossed and they were very mad. But I knew that I wasn't doing anything illegal. And so they called the police.
Right.
And then the police came, but they didn't even stop because why would they? There was nothing illegal going on. But then my car was parked in the parking lot.
So we weren't on their property.
So it was actually my car that was the reason why I had a warning from whoever. And so then we just read it. We read the letter on the show as if it was fan mail.
They sent us a no trespassing order in the mail. So they tracked it down.
They tracked me down, tried to scare me. But I got no shame. There's no shame in my game. I'm not doing anything wrong.
That's right. So, you have to know that there's a few people that go to that church that are doing things wrong.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the start of the whole thing. So it's,
Right.
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
I'll share with you guys one thing I did, and I think that's like being one of the weirdest, craziest things I ever done. I mentioned I paint, right?
Yes.
So, a family of mine, my aunt, is that how you say the aunt? My aunt?
Yes.
Aunt? Okay.
Auntie.
Yeah. She's a Christian person, okay?
Okay.
And she asked me, okay, Memo, it's how you say Guillermo, short for Guillermo, that's my name, Memo.
Okay.
She said, Memo, I want for you to do a painting for me. And I go, okay, sure. What painting do you want? I want the Last Supper. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
She wanted Jesus.
Yes. Okay, but no. Check this out. Okay, so I go, no problem. Okay, I'll do it. This was like, oh man, this was a long time ago. I was in my early 20s. And so I did the painting, well, with all the how do you say, the apostles? That's
The apostles.
yeah, right. Okay, but the thing here is that I painted myself.
Oh, yeah.
Like one of the apostles.
Yes.
Okay, with a black robe.
Yes. Yes. Tell me more.
And okay, and going like,
tell me more, Guillermo.
Going like this.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. The ultimate.
I have to show you a picture of that. I need to get a picture of that. I will. Yes. I don't know when. I need to go to her house to take the picture.
Did she ever find out?
But it's pretty damn obvious that you're seeing one of the apostles in black. No one was in black.
Oh my God, that's great.
And I was like this.
She never said anything.
Never. You know what? I don't know. I was expecting. It's obvious. I was expecting for something, and that she was going to freak out or something. But the strange thing is, she never did. She never did mention anything. I think it's because
the apostle Damien or something. I don't know. We don't know that apostle. That's fantastic.
But yeah, that was some time ago. Yeah, I did that. And I think about that nowadays. I'm like, what the hell?
Right.
I mean, that's just great.
Yeah.
That's just good fun.
That's good stuff. You can't come up with that stuff when you're older. That's all young person stuff.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're almost finished here. I wanted to ask you, as for your followers. First of all, I want to congratulate you because you have like 3,000 subscribers now on your Instagram.
Yes, thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Stoked about that. I can't really understand why that's happening. But like we said, I think it's because of the unique special sauce we bring, and it is authentic. It's real. It's real authentic. We got green, we got red, we got red, we got green. Come bring your family, come one, come all.
Yes, 3,000 subscribers. Well, congrats on that. It's I mean, that's awesome. Yeah. And here's the page again, Instagram.com/the Baphomet and Lilith _show. Go check it out, guys. I really recommend all you do.
We want to give a special thanks to you. You are one of our favorite followers. I don't mean to brag, but we're not supposed to pick favorites. But I will take this time to shout out a few. We got Wilhelm, of course. Thank you so much. We love your contribution to what we do. Pixar artwork. Fucking shout out to her. She's a big fan. Who else? Come on. Hallelujah 666 out in Minnesota. We got Spermicidal Suicide out in some East United States state. And then we also got, who's the guy from Trinidad? Yves Sharpe. I'd like to give a quick shout out to them. So, to all of your viewers, we hope we can encourage you to come over to our Instagram page and also visit our YouTube channel when that starts to develop a little bit more.
Share your creative minds with us.
Keep us in mind. We'll play your music. As long as it's unreleased, send us your unreleased music. We'll premiere it on the show if that's something you're comfortable with. We've been doing it with lots of people, and everybody's super stoked about it. You can just send it to my email. I'll talk to you if you just DM me, and we'll figure all that shit out. But hey, it's been a pleasure to be on this transmission with you today, and I still want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about doing some boots on the ground. I'm talking. I'm talking. Me and Lilith in Salem, Mass. Live.
Yeah.
And you're doing some podcasts talking about the history, getting it out there to the people, and we can show you the real space, the real places that you're not going to find on your tourist attraction, and you're not going to find.
Which museum?
You know.
You know.
We're going to bring you to the real houses in Danvers, where they don't tell you about that shit, but we'll get into it in another time, in another place. We'll get into it, and we'll fucking make a beautiful piece of work for all the viewers to see.
Cool. This is your Instagram page right here. Can you guys see this?
Here it is. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Yes. Go and yeah. Do the follow up, guys.
_show.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have ourselves a good time, and I look forward to seeing some more transmissions from you. Like I said, I can only really enjoy the ones in English. So let that be keep on with the English ones, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I plan on doing that, and I do apologize for you guys out there that I did got a little hooked up in the Spanish transmission, but I mean I do want to share. I will share more in English, and so that you can, you know, I know you don't speak any Spanish, right? None.
No.
Nothing.
No. I don't know any Spanish. I mean, I work with a bunch of people who speak Portuguese, but that's about the extent. I mean, we can kind of communicate, but not any sort of formal language. It's more like, grunting and pointing and grunting.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, I mean, you want to teach us some Spanish, we can get down with that.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll do a transmission with a little bit of Spanish.
Yeah, no, anything you want to know, any of the meaning of anything, just let me know. I'll gladly share with you. I'll send you a message. Of course, we can, you know, I can teach you. No worries, no problem. One to let you guys go now. Just any last thoughts, any message you want to say to any of your viewers, followers out there?
Well, the message is we got one hell of a show, and we'd like to share it with you. And you know, we encourage you to come on, check it out. And that's about it. That's about the message. But until next time,
we'll see you motherfuckers in hell.
We'll see you in hell. You know, that's kind of what we do. But until then, I don't know, go fuck yourself. Goodbye. I'm not sure how we end these things. I guess this is all. This is goodbye. This is forever. We'll see you soon.
Okay. I want to thank you guys again for your time. I know it's a little late over there because of the time difference. We're 3 hours away, so it's almost 7 here. It's going to be 10 p.m. over there. So I want to thank you again. Thanks very much for your time. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We've never done anything like this, so
we're honored to be on your show, and thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Likewise.
We'll check in with you in a few months, and we'll see. Maybe we'll have a big, lavish studio with beautiful staircase, you know, stairs and staircases, and and monkey butlers with little
Sure
bells.
thing.
You know, maybe we'll have that going next couple months from now. So check back in with us.
That sounds like a plan. We'll definitely do. We'll keep in touch, and you know, this hopefully this will be the first of many to come. We'll keep in touch. And for all of you guys out there, follow their page. Here's the Instagram. We have the YouTube channel. These links will be on the description here below. And hails, infernal hails. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good night, and we'll definitely do so. We'll do so. Take care. Thank you. Have a good night. See ya later.